My name is Saivo Dwyer, and if you were to ask me where I'm from, it's not always a straightforward answer. So my life pretty much has been a revolving door of packing and unpacking bags and moving in and moving out of a bunch of houses. On average, growing up, I moved about every 2 years, and my story starts, if you could tell from my name, in Dublin, Ireland. So I was born there, moved over to Manchester, England, which is where my little sister was born, then over to upstate New York, down to middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and then we 180'd it over to Los Angeles, California. And LA was definitely my favorite place that we had lived. So when I started my first day of high school there, it was kind of a safety blanket against moving again. My dad had promised me that wherever I start high school will be where I graduate from. So much to my surprise, when I had my first day of high school in Raleigh, North Carolina, it was hard. So this move was hard, maybe because I was older or because dad had made that promise to me about high school. But just as with every move, I knew that I had a little sister to protect. If I told her that she'll be okay and it's all good, but I wasn't resembling that in my transition, so I really had to be a good role model for her and protect her. And same with my parents. I knew that they weren't doing this to hurt me, but this was the best for our family, so I didn't want to make a transition harder on anyone. So we were all in it together, and I learned a lot with each move, and I learned that the best way to quickly adapt to a new environment is to just make it work. You need to throw yourself in the deep end, meet everyone you can, establish those friendships early on, kind of form those alliances, because that's how you're going to kind of find your way through as well. So as challenging as these moves were, I am incredibly grateful for them. I'm not scared of change. I actually thrive in it. I become my best self, throwing myself in the deep end. And these moves have really formed me into the person that I am today. I am now comfortable being uncomfortable, and I can look back and have a sense of pride in how I was able to handle myself at such a young age. So I know who I am now because I've had to stand up for myself in, being the stranger in new rooms, especially with the girl with the confusing name. I've had to introduce myself and tell this story time and time again, which I'm happy about. My name definitely is a great gateway into meeting people. So in a college setting or in a classroom setting, and especially in the business world, this is kind of my competitive advantage, I feel like, because I'm able to start those conversations. I'm not shy anymore, so if you were to ask me where I'm from, it's definitely not a straightforward answer, but I'm sure it will get our conversation going.